Machineries are the helpful equipment to maximize the outcome with minimum work energy for building construction. Forklift is a potent industrial truck that is used to lift and transport material by steel forks that are inserted under the load. Excavator is a vehicle consists of a bucket on the front only. It is used to excavate below or above natural surface of ground, digging bigger trenches and pits for basements. General grading work, loading onto haul units and lifting. Dump truck is an expression used for all trucks having a dump body. The main functions of a dump truck is to move or to transport burnt matter such as earth, sand, rocks, gravels, and sometimes refuses or rumbles. When the dump truck reaches his destinations, he proceeds for loads discharged on the designated site. Mobile cranes are the most basic type of crane and are mounted on a mobile platform. Mobile cranes can be just a telescopic boom on a platform, or they can be a full-size crane. These cranes' functions are to lift heavy objects with the flexibility to access sites that may be difficult for other types of cranes to access. They are equipped with a wire rope drum, chains, and a control panel. Backhoe loader is an engineering vehicle which consists of a shovel or bucket on the front and a small backhoe on the back. It is used to dig shallow excavations or trenches, general grading, lifting loads and carrying materials. Safety helmet is made out of a plastic shell and suspension system. The shell is rigid and light and shaped to deflect falling objects. The suspensions hold the shell away from the head and acts as a shock absorber. Nose filters or dust masks will protect the workers from this disorder. Safety goggles cover the eyes and provide protections from possible impact, splinters, dust, and splashes. Hand gloves protect the hand and arm from potential hazards, which may be skin absorptions of harmful substances, chemical or thermal burns, bruises, and cuts. Safety shoes give protection to your feet from the following hazards in your workplace. There are protections from falling objects, protections from slips, trips and falls, protections from impact due to hitting with other objects, protections from electric shock when you accidentally step on a broken live wire. Wearing the safety harness while working at heights will protect the workers from the injuries due to fall. The safety harness shall be properly fixed to the body, and the connecting cord shall be secured to a firm object.
These pictures show the condition of site before removing the rainwater. To remove the excessive water from the site, an electrical water pump is used to pump up and remove the accumulated water in the site. Dewatering is the action of removing groundwater or surface water from a construction site. The electrical water pump is the most commonly used among the various types of pumps, as one of its advantages is that it is easily set up and is easy to operate. The accumulated water exists due to the rainwater, which causes the water table to be too high, and construction is forced to be put in halt.
The first step is formwork. Formwork is the term given to either temporary or permanent molds into which concrete or similar materials are poured. There are many types of formwork. In this site, we have found that they use timber formwork. Timber formwork is the most common material used for bracing the member, hence called as the traditional formwork. The advantages of timber formwork is that they can be cut to size easily on site. The tools and apparatus used to build the formwork are measuring taps, circular saw, hammer, nails, and spirit level. The material used as timber formwork is the plywood. Plywood is the most common material used for the facing panel. It is easily cut to shape on site, and if handled and installed carefully, it can be used many times. The standard plywood thickness is 18 mm. Next, we can see that the worker is cutting the wood into braces to support the formwork. After cutting the plywood into shapes needed, they have to measure the length needed for the formwork and cut them into size again. Followed by measuring and building the formwork. This video shows how they place the formwork. After placing the formwork on the side, we have to make sure it is level by using a leveling spirit. A level formwork is to make sure that the concrete will be on shape needed. Then, we have to nail the formwork to fix the position of the formwork. Lastly, after fixing the facing panel of the formwork, they have to nail the braces around the formwork. The brace is to support the formwork and ensure that they do not collapse.
This is how they store and arrange the reinforcement bars on site. Reinforcement bars comes in very long rows. Due to its length, rebar is best handled in a large open area. Cutting rebar often creates hot sparks. Make sure the area is clear of flammable materials. The rust and sparks from rebar can ruin clothing. It is advisable to wear something sturdy and old. First and foremost, make sure the bars are arranged properly before cutting. Next, measure the bars carefully and mark them with a wax crayon or chalk. Reinforcement bars can be cut using a metal cutter. Rebar tends to roll around when being cut. Therefore, it is necessary to step on the bar or have an otherwise steady hold while cutting it. Here is a video of how a ground beam and slab are formed. For forming reinforcement bars, first refer to the technical design of the work that provides the specific information about size, configuration, and the placement of the reinforcement bars. Next, simplify the type of bar required for use and then choose the method on how to tie it. For example, cross tie, double string tie, saddle tie with twist, and wall tie. Next, place the bars in the required position and tie the bars together with mild steel wire by using a back tie spinner according to the selected method of tying. Here are some photos of ground beam reinforcement bars. There are a few methods of placing or installing rebar into the formwork. Some construction site first constructs a rebar beam cage and installs the formwork needed for the ground beam. The rebar beam cage is then lifted and placed into the already constructed formwork, while some sites first constructs the rebar beam cage and the formwork is installed later. For installing reinforcement bars in ground slab, the required length of rebar is laid and arranged onto the slab according to the technical plan drawing. The rebar laid on the slab are tied together with the ground beam's rebar using mild steel wires to hold and make the bars stable and sturdy. This is how the reinforcement bars look like after they are installed.
This is the last process, which is concreting. The materials involved in making concrete are concrete mixer, Portland cement, gravel, sand, and water. In this video, we are using concrete mixer to mix all the materials to make concrete instead of mixing them manually. To start off the process, the worker will add some water, cement, sand, and gravel into the concrete mixer. The concrete mixer will go round and round to mix all the ingredients together. The time to mix the concrete will take around 5 to 10 minutes according to the volume of the concrete to be made. For concrete pouring, there are 3 methods that we can use. The first one is using the concrete bucket. With the help of the crane, the concrete bucket allows the concrete to flow downwards to the formwork, which is easier for the site workers.
Next, a concrete pump is a machine used for transferring liquid concrete by pumping. There are two types of concrete pumps. The first type of concrete pump is attached to a truck or a longer unit are on semi-trailers, which are also used in this video. It is known as a boom concrete pump because it uses a remote control articulating robotic arm, also called a boom, to place concrete accurately. Boom pumps are used on most of the larger construction projects as they are capable of pumping at very high volumes and because of the laboring-saving nature of the placing boom. The second main type of the concrete pump is either mounted on a truck or placed on a trailer, and it is commonly referred to as a line pump or trailer-mounted concrete pump. This pump requires steel or flexible concrete placing hoses to be manually attached to the outlet of the machine. Those hoses are linked together and lead to wherever the concrete needs to be placed. Line pumps normally pump concrete at lower volumes than boom pumps and are used for smaller volume concrete placing applications such as swimming pools, sidewalks, and single-family home concrete slab and most ground slab. Lastly, vibrator poker, which includes the rubbing engine, is also a method for concrete pouring, which is commonly used in a construction site. The concrete will flow out from the pipe out to the formwork, which speed up the concrete pouring process.
For concrete leveling, we can use timber wood to level the concrete, following the formwork level, which is by manually. The next option for concrete leveling is the concrete leveling machine. The wheel of the machine will follow the horizontal level of the wood or formwork besides and go across the entire concrete base. After pouring the concrete, we should allow for the concrete to cure in a period of 28 days. This is sufficient for it to dry completely. However, this also depends on the condition on site. Once the concrete dries up, we have to remove the formwork, and this process is known as stripping the formwork. Lastly, these are pictures of the completed ground slab, and this is the ground beam.